Hey everyone, welcome to Reality TV News Update, the place where we bring you the latest updates, fun moments, and behind-the-scenes stories you won't want to miss. Jegateshwar Jag Bains officially became a two-time CBS reality series champion when he finished first in The Amazing Race Season 38 earlier this month. After winning Season 25 of Big Brother in 2023, Jag, who competed with his brother Jasmeer Bains in the Race Around the World, bolstered his resume and added the substantial $1 million prize to his bank account. Now, after dominating two-thirds of CBS's reality competition trifecta, Jag is setting his sights on completing the set by competing on and winning Survivor next. Jag Bains says he would absolutely play Survivor. "I can't let the fans down," Jag told TV Insider following his recent TAR victory celebration. "I would absolutely participate in Survivor. That's the next one. Let me just say this, I didn't expect to win Big Brother, and I won Big Brother. We didn't expect to win Amazing Race, and we won Amazing Race. Although I am not a mathematician, you are free to examine the data on your own." Jag added that it would be an honor to compete on Survivor, and obviously I'm going to do everything I can to pull out the W, he continued. Jazz, his brother, added that he would love to see Jag include more Punjabi Sikh culture in yet another competition show, particularly one as popular as Survivor. "We are the first in those spaces," said Jazz. "It has to do with representation. To be able to be on these platforms and have that representation, for people to be able to see us or see him and be like, whoa, I've never seen someone that looks like me, us, or whatever it is, there is a bigger reason behind this for why we're doing what we're doing." Will Jag beat Rachel Riley to be the first to complete the CBS trifecta? Jag is the second CBS reality star to express interest in becoming the first contestant to compete on all three of the network's major competition series, after Big Brother champion Rachel Riley revealed that she would be applying for a future Survivor season earlier this year. While Riley has never won The Amazing Race, she has appeared on the series 3 times and made it to the finale twice since winning Big Brother Season 13 in 2011. Even if Jag made it through the rigorous casting process for Survivor, it remains unlikely that he would be able to appear on the show until its yet-to-be-announced 53rd season. This is due to the fact that Jag only recently finished filming The Amazing Race. On the other hand, Riley made it clear in her Instagram stories that she has already submitted her application to be considered for the casts of seasons 51 and 52, which will begin filming in Fiji this spring. Winning one reality competition is a dream for most. Legendary is the feat of winning 2. For one champion who conquered both Big Brother and The Amazing Race, the hunger for adventure has not faded. Instead, it has grown stronger. After months of strategy, alliances, endurance challenges, and emotional goodbyes, the champion now stands at the center of reality television history. Fans know the story well. A tense Big Brother season filled with late-night plotting, clutch competition wins, and a finale that crowned a deserving winner. Then came The Amazing Race, in which global chaos, speed, trust, and teamwork put every skill the champion thought they had mastered to the test. Now that we have 2 trophies, the question that everyone is asking is straightforward. What comes next? The answer, according to the champion, is Survivor. The champion has made it abundantly clear in interviews and interactions with fans. The island is calling. The elements, the social warfare, and the raw survival aspect feel like the final proving ground. After controlling a house and racing across the world, the idea of being stripped down to basics feels thrilling rather than terrifying. The champion explains that Big Brother taught patience. Living under constant surveillance required emotional control and long-term thinking. Every word mattered. Every glance could shift an alliance. Understanding others was just as important as winning competitions. The Amazing Race taught urgency. There was no time to overthink. Decisions had to be made in seconds. Trust in a partner was not optional. It was survival. Survivor combines both worlds. On the island, there is time to think and plan, yet every moment also carries risk. Food is scarce, comfort does not exist. Social bonds are formed under extreme pressure. Because the stakes are so high, betrayals feel personal. The champion believes their experience gives them a unique advantage. They know how to read a room. They know how to stay calm while exhausted. They can compete when they are hungry, stressed, and doubtful. Still, they admit Survivor is different. There are no barriers to climb, no hotel beds after a long day, no cameras reminding you to smile. Just sand, sweat, rain, and the constant awareness that every person around you could vote you out. There's been debate and excitement among fans. Some believe the champion would dominate. Others argue Survivor is a different beast entirely. Physical toughness is important, but adaptability is more important. Luck plays a role. Timing is everything. The champion respects these opinions. They know nothing is guaranteed. They point out that many great players have fallen early on in Survivor because they were seen as threats. Winning twice puts a target on your back before the game even begins. That challenge excites them. They claim not to conceal their resume. They would own it. They believe confidence can be disarming if paired with honesty and humility. They plan to work hard around camp, listen more than they speak, and build trust before making bold moves. When asked about idols, advantages, and twists, the champion smiles. They say twists are part of the fun. Twists on Big Brother required quick thinking. On The Amazing Race, unexpected detours changed everything. Survivor twists would be another puzzle to solve. Already, preparations have begun. The champion has studied past seasons. They trained for endurance in heat and rain. They practice swimming and balance. They even work on making fire without tools. However, they assert that mental preparation is the most important. Learning to be uncomfortable, learning to bounce back from failure, learning to accept the fact that votes may not always go your way. At the heart of it all is love for the game. Not just one game, but the idea of competition itself. The champion doesn't want to be famous. They chase growth. Each show represents a new test and a new chance to learn something about themselves. They also acknowledge the legacy aspect. Few players have even attempted all 3 shows. Fewer still have succeeded. Winning Survivor would place them in a category all their own. However, they believe the experience would be worth it even if they lose. The ultimate reward feels like sleeping under the stars, forming bonds that are primal, and pushing past limits. As casting rumors swirl and fans speculate, the champion remains grounded. According to them, nothing is official. They say they are grateful for every opportunity already given. But they also say this: if the torch is lit and their name is called, they will step forward without any hesitation. From the Big Brother house to the chaos of The Amazing Race and possibly soon to Survivor's beaches, one champion is ready to test whether their skills can survive the ultimate game.
The majority of players can only dream of winning one reality competition. Winning 2 is something few will ever experience. The journey feels incomplete for a champion who has won Big Brother and The Amazing Race. I felt pride, gratitude, and validation from the victories, but they also made me hungry more, and I wanted to see how far one could really go. The winner understood the significance of the competition from the moment the Big Brother doors closed behind them. The house contained more than just furniture and walls. It was a pressure cooker of personalities, secrets, and shifting loyalties. Every exchange had significance. Behind every smile could be a scheme. Winning required more than strength or luck. It required patience, emotional intelligence, and the ability to remain calm as the paranoia erupted. The champion had mastered those abilities. They listened when others talked. They waited while larger targets attracted attention. They struck at the right moment and never apologized for playing hard. The confetti was surreal as their names were announced on finale night. The hard work, isolation, and endurance of a season had paid off. Yet rest did not last long. The champion was aware that the challenge on The Amazing Race would be different. There would be no quiet areas where one could whisper, no long nights to plan votes. Airports, languages, time zones, and continuous movement would instead exist. The champion exchanged alliances for trust in a partner and strategy boards for backpacks. Every flaw was put to the test in the race. Fatigue stripped away patience. Stress caused fractures. Mistakes cost hours rather than votes. But the champion adapted. They learned to think fast, stay calm, and recover from setbacks without spiraling. Being the first to cross the finish line was a different kind of victory. It was louder, faster, and shared. 2 victories and 2 formats. There are 2 reasons why the champion was not a fluke. At that point, whispers began. Survivor fans asked about it. Interviewers hinted at it. Social media debates exploded with theories and dreamcasts. Can a single individual win all 3 shows? Was Survivor the ultimate peak? The champion was not against the idea. They instead leaned into it. They freely discussed what Survivor stands for. No comfort, no privacy. Food is not always available. Sand, fire, and people are all there. People who are worn out, hungry, suspicious, and eager to stay another day are honest to the champion. The mental marathon of Big Brother, The Amazing Race, is a physical sprint. Both survival and survival are layers. The champion believes their experiences complement the island perfectly. They raise social awareness through Big Brother. They know how to read energy shifts. They know when it's safer to remain silent than to speak. They know how to plant seeds without being seen as the gardener. They bring tenacity from The Amazing Race. They have functioned on little sleep. They have competed despite being worn out. They have learned how to reset mentally after a mistake instead of letting it define the rest of the game. All of that and more is required of survivors. There is no reset button. At the end of the day, there is no comfort waiting for you. Everyone gets wet when it rains. When hunger hits, it stays. The champion admits fear, not of failing, but of being seen. The layers that players use to protect themselves are removed in Survivor. Mirrors are not present, no distractions, no escape. That vulnerability is what makes the show special. They emphasize that fire is more than just a skill. Fire is warmth, safety, and survival. It became a symbol by learning to make it without tools, a reminder that respect for the game requires preparation. They train by swimming in open water, running in heat, practicing grip and balance. But the real work happens in stillness, sitting with discomfort, letting boredom exist, learning to be okay without constant stimulation. The champion studies Survivor history carefully. They know winners come in many forms. Some dominate physically. Some exert social control. Some make it through the end quietly. They do not intend to emulate anyone else. They intend to adjust. Survivor welcomes a 2-time champion with an undeniable target. The champion knows this. They fully accept it. Instead of hiding their resume, they intend to own it. Being truthful can disarm. When combined with humility, confidence can feel reassuring. They want others to see them as a shield rather than a threat at first. They are aware that Survivor's trust is fragile. It must be built slowly and protected fiercely. They plan to work around camp, gather water, collect firewood, and listen to stories. Connection before strategy. When advantages and idols come into play, the champion sees opportunity rather than chaos. Twists reward awareness. They plan to stay observant, not chasing power, but recognizing when power appears nearby. Fans are still split. Some believe the champion would be voted out immediately. Others believe experience breeds adaptability. The debate raises expectations. The champion accepts both perspectives. They know Survivor owes nothing to reputation. The island humbles everyone equally. Timing is everything. Understanding when to push, knowing when to let others self-destruct, knowing when to make a move that cannot be undone. Legacy enters the conversation often. A previously unheard-of triple threat would be fulfilled by winning Survivor. It would completely alter the history of reality competition. The champion acknowledges that legacy is tempting. However, they claim that it cannot be the reason to play. Playing for history makes players rigid. Playing for survival makes them fluid. According to them, growth would be the real reward. Facing fear, recognizing loss, strength in the face of discomfort. They imagine the drowsy eyes reflecting the firelight from the tribal council. They imagine the sound of waves during restless nights. They imagine the moment Jeff says, "dig deep," and they smile, because that is why they compete. Not for cameras, not for the press, but for the moment when the body wants to quit and the mind refuses. The champion maintains patience in the face of casting rumors. Nothing is promised, nothing is confirmed, but readiness does not require confirmation. If the call comes, if the torch is lit, if their name echoes across the beach, they will step forward. From the orderly chaos of the Big Brother residence to the non-stop sprint of the Amazing Race, and possibly into Survivor's basic survival, one champion stands ready to see if they can endure the ultimate test.